Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to All Things Kitchen. Today, where my kitchen is a total disaster. It has been just one of those weeks where I didn't feel that great, and I've been pretty tired and run down, and the kitchen has just been ignored. So today, we are going to get this kitchen cleaned up. And I have a little bit of food prep that I would like to do. And maybe I do need to make some more pancake mix. So I thought I'd just bring you along and have you keep me company while I clean up this disaster. Come along. I bought myself a treat today when I ran to the grocery store. Peanut butter chocolate bar cake. Now, I normally make my own desserts, but it looked good. There's a piece missing already. It tasted good. Peanut butter chocolate. A lot of times the easiest thing for me to do is to put all the mess in one spot. And I know I've said in a couple of videos, my kitchen's a mess behind you. That's the counter that you're sitting on, right where my sink and my dishwasher is. So if I can get that area cleaned, then I can kind of do double duty. My brain goes all over the place, one of those ADD, ADHD things. And so I have to switch it up in order for me to not necessarily enjoy the chore, because I don't enjoy cleaning the kitchen, but I enjoy having a clean kitchen. So by breaking up the chores, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll bring everything over here and wipe down those counters. Then maybe I'll go ahead and get the bacon in the oven that I'm going to cook today, or do the pancake mix. Something so that I can check the list off, check something off the list in my mind and give me motivation to keep going. How about you? What do you do? You probably have a clean kitchen all the time, don't you? I try to, but sometimes you just have bad weeks. To be honest with you, I'm supposed to be sleeping right now, taking a nap. I laid down and tried to take a nap. Sleep just didn't come because I kept thinking about, after this nap, you're going to get up and clean the kitchen. So I finally gave up and got up to clean the kitchen. So I have these paper towels, these cloth paper towels, and I wanted to share with you. Hold on. Had to lock the controls on my oven. When it gets wet, it starts going on and off. But I wanted to share with you the idea of a cloth paper towel and reducing the use of the disposable paper towels. So I happen to be going through my purchases, my grocery purchases, which I order online so I can go back and look and see what I bought when. The last time I bought a roll of paper towels, and it was an 8-pack, and the paper towels are a double roll. So it's an 8-pack of a double roll, was in August of 2023. And I still have, hold on. I had to go check back in the pantry. I still have 4 rolls in that 8-pack. So since August, we've only used 4. That includes one that's on the roll right now. And we also have a roll out in our garage that we use out in the garage, obviously. That roll was $22 back in August. And now we are a household of 3. Most of us, my son that lives here at home, it's not home very often, just his work hours and whatnot. So he doesn't really use a lot of the household items like paper towels, every once in a while, of course, but not on a regular basis like we do. And by cutting down the use of that disposable paper towel and using the reusable cloths as napkins, and I have also started using them aside from my sponge at the sink to wipe down counters and whatnot, saving us a ton of money. Now, of course, these are an investment. I think each roll, I want to say, was probably about $20. I don't remember how many came on a roll, and I got about 3 rolls. And they come in different patterns. They come in different sizes. This pattern right here does seem to wear and fade a little bit faster. I have one with lemons on it. They don't seem to fade as fast, but it has just saved us money. And like using the reusable Ziploc bags as well. Again, saving us money by not using disposable. So think about that for your household. If there's an area where you think that you can change from disposable to reusable, might save you some money. I was a little leery about like giving this to family members that came over and had dinner and stuff, because it's not something that they're used to. But then I got to the point where this is what I have. This is what we're going to use. It's clean. I wash them in the dishwasher and they work great. I don't use them for icky, gross messes. That's why we still do have the roll of paper towels right here. But think about it. One thing I am having trouble stopping, though, is paper plates and paper bowls, especially with weeks like this week where I've just been not feeling well and I've been tired and run down. Not to add more dishes to the mess, I am having trouble stopping the usage of my paper bowls and plates. Work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Itchy nose. So I have this area workable now. So I got some strawberries on sale at the store today, and I am using my last jar of strawberry jam in the refrigerator right now. So I want to prep the strawberries to make jam. I'm not making jam this weekend. I'm just going to prep the strawberries so I could get them on sale. I'll wash them and destem them, put them in a bag and put them in the freezer, and they'll be ready for me for when I'm ready to do that in a couple of weeks. So why don't I bring you over there with me? And we can mark this chore off the list. So I got, these were 3 for $10, and these are 16 ounces each, so 1 pound each. So I'm going to get these ready to wash, and like I said, I will destem them. I'm just going to wash them with a little bit of vinegar and water and cut off the tops, and that's it. Nice and easy. My cutting board. I'm gonna go grab my salad spinner to put these in. 1 second. Did you notice that earlier? That means salad spinner. The salad spinner is nice for something like this because it has its own, colander, so to speak, in there. And I need to go grab my vinegar. I'll be right back. Now, I know there is a good ratio, a set ratio of vinegar to water when it comes to washing fruit, but I'm not measuring today. So I'm just going to pour some in there. And we've got 6 pounds of strawberries here, so it'll be fine. Anytime you bring home fresh fruit, if you don't know, which you probably do, you need to wash it. It will help preserve your fruit longer by especially giving it a vinegar and water bath. It gets off any pesticides that may have been used. I'm running out of room here. Any little bugs that might be in there, just debris, dirt. Most of the food, some of the food does grow from the ground. All the food grows from the ground, but I mean like on the ground, and can get pretty dirty. Real food comes dirty. So we just want to clean it and help it to last longer. Now this is going in the freezer, and that will help preserve it as well. But I want to do all the prep on it before I put it in the freezer. And I can simply do that just by agitating it a little bit in this water and vinegar. And then I've got 2 packages left. Let me go grab another bowl. I am going to rinse this off, but I want to save this water because I still have more strawberries left. So let me just do that real quick. Let me go rinse this off real quick. And it's perfect timing because I have some cherry tomatoes coming in from my garden, and I don't have any clamshells left over from last year to hold those in. So great timing for buying the strawberries. Now, because strawberries can stain their juice, I am going to use disposable after I just gave that speech about trying to get away from disposable. I am going to use the disposable freezer storage bags, Ziploc bags, whatever, to store these in the freezer. Only because I don't want my better reusable ones to get stained. So I'm going to go grab those. As you can tell, this was a spur of the moment thing. I have nothing prepped for this video today, so we are winging it. I have this bag holder here, and this is going to help me hold my bag while I cut the tops off my strawberries. I'm going to leave them whole. We do have strawberry plants growing in the garden, but they haven't produced anything yet. And I'm hoping that I can get a nice batch out of the plants. I've got one that's vining right now, which I'm super excited about. Some of these strawberries are gorgeous. Now, I am not a huge strawberry fan. Every once in a while, yes. Strawberries are a little tart for me. If they're not super, super ripe, then they can be tart. And I only like them sweet. Some of these look like, let's try this one right here. See, this one looks a little bit riper than some of the others, but still not red all the way through. Let's try it. That is so fresh. That is so good. These are not tart at all. At least that one wasn't. Nice. All right. I'm going to go take this and rinse this out so it's not sitting in the vinegar too long. I'm going to save the tops for the compost. Eat this other half. The blueberry biscuit that I posted, my husband and I were talking about the texture of it and what it tasted like, and trying to figure out, because it didn't taste like a biscuit to me, but was so good. And I was thinking it would make really good pancake mix, which I'd really like to try sometime. Is very similar to a pancake recipe. The pancakes, I'm sure, would be very nice and fluffy. But also, if I just did that wrong, without the blueberries and just make just the biscuit recipe, it would make a really nice strawberry shortcake base. It's obviously not as dense as pound cake or strawberry shortcake, but that would be really nice. You just cut that in half and put strawberries and cream down, and then top it with strawberries and cream. Delicious. So I think I'm going to cut that recipe down to a half recipe and give that a try with some of these strawberries. I may not freeze all of them. I think this is too full. Oh, maybe not. Now that I got it off the stand. Perfect. All right. Those are beautiful and are going to freeze up nicely. These I will put in the refrigerator so that we can eat them this week. And I am going to put a little rag underneath it just so in case they drip a little bit. I'm going to go put these in the freezer and move this mess over there, and then we'll go on to the next step. So my next chore is I bought some cat food at the store today. I've got 2 bags, and I store my cat food in these half-gallon mason jars to keep them fresh. Try to buy them if they go on sale. You know, I'll buy them in bulk, but I always try to make sure that I have some on hand. Right now we have 2 cats and 1 dog, and so of course you always want to make sure that your fur babies are taken care of, just like you would take care of yourself. So I'm going to pour their food in these jars to help preserve it, keep it from going stale, because my cats do not like stale food. Very picky. Not that I could blame them, because I wouldn't want stale food either. So bring it down. Just show you what I'm doing. So I have my lid on my jar. This is to put an airtight seal to help preserve it. This is for dry goods only. Just pump any air out and it's sealed. Any food that you dehydrate, you can seal your lid with a mechanism like this. They also, I do have a, this is for wide mouth. I do also have a regular mouth size. I do, this kit that my husband bought for me did come with tubing, so I can hook it up to my vacuum machine, but sometimes it's just easier to do this manually. But any food that you dehydrate in a food dehydrator, you can use this to help seal the jar to keep any moisture out. I think I'll know that's not chicken soup. Six jars of cat food, all ready to put away and ready for the cats to enjoy. 2 chores done, checked off the list. Cat food, put in jars, and strawberries in the freezer, washed, destemmed, and put in the freezer. Okay, so just did an experiment trying to figure out how to make my pancake mix with the self-rising flour that I have. and I think I have it. Okay, friends, so I have a recipe figured out with the self-rising flour. So we're going to do a single batch. And I will bring you down here. I'll bring you down. So I'm going to do 1.5 cups of self-rising flour. And I'm just fluffing this here. Got my 1/2 cup over here. Cup and a half of self-rising flour. I'm sorry, 1 3/4 cups of self-rising flour. And then I need 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is a 2 tablespoon measuring cup. And then I've got another tablespoon right there. So 3 tablespoons of sugar. A 1/4 cup of milk powder. And I use this milk powder for when I make hot cocoa, my bread, my pancake mix. So I need to refill this while it's out. And a pinch of salt. So this is a base recipe for making pancakes using self-rising flour. I will put this down below in the description box. I'm just going to give this a shake. Okay, so I just made the 1 batch with regular sugar, and I made a double batch with stevia. And I will put both of those recipes down below. And so that you know how you can make it with regular sugar and with stevia. So I'm going to put that here in this jar. Got that all blended. So my husband does like to use stevia. I like regular sugar. I haven't quite gotten used to substitutes. I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke. Every once in a while I still have a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I just don't really drink a lot of caffeine anymore. And so I cut down on I stopped drinking the Diet Cokes altogether. Like I said, every once in a while I still have a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I just don't care for the artificial. Well, stevia is not really an artificial sweetener like Sweet and Low and Splenda. And I don't know what Splenda is made from. But you know, the pink and blue and yellow packets. Stevia is a natural sugar. It's a natural plant. But I just haven't gotten used to it. So I think we have enough pancake mix to feed an army right now. This is the stevia pancake mix. This is the regular sugar pancake mix. Both of these made with self-rising flour. And this is my pancake mix. There's probably about 2 batches left in here. using the regular all-purpose that I was using before. So I have a ton of pancake mix for now, and that is good. I'm happy with that. So let's get this mess cleaned up again. I did refill my milk powder. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we have to deal with that over there. Well, friends, we didn't do a lot today as far as making a full, complete dish or anything, but I do appreciate you hanging out with me while I worked on cleaning my kitchen and restocking and prepping some food. And sometimes that's what it's about when we take care of our house, is just sometimes not everything gets accomplished. A whole bunch of things get accomplished, but at least we get our kitchen clean, right? So I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope to see you again. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I can't wait to see you next time. Take care.